Hey everybody, it's me again, Adam Chapnick from the Security Token Academy, and I'm excited to be here today with Alex Tkachenko from VNX. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about VNX. How did it come to be?
I was running a venture capital fund in Luxembourg. We were looking at the blockchain quite early on. Two of our companies did ICOs early last year, and I thought that blockchain could offer an opportunity for limited partners to trade their interest in our fund. We started to explore this opportunity, actually build the platform. Then speaking to the market participants, we understood that that's the problem affecting the whole industry. So we wanted to expand, and now we're building a platform for the whole venture capital and accelerator industry. That's it.
So the platform, the problem that you're talking about is the liquidity of the LP shares, right?
Yes, to some extent.
Oh, other things too?
Yes, we started from LP shares, but in essence we understood that venture capital or accelerators is a good asset class. However, there is an issue that it provides a good return, but it's illiquid for many years.
Right.
So if there was an opportunity to trade or to make that liquid, bringing velocity to it, it would ultimately increase the number of investors willing to invest into venture capital.
For sure.
B, it will increase the funding to the startups, increasing the amount of people willing to become entrepreneurs, spur economic growth. So in turn, it could be very interesting.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that holistic sort of, you introduce the wolves into Yellowstone Park and the whole park comes alive. You're like the wolves at the Yellowstone Park. That's a very American analogy. So that's fantastic. So how did you decide to include, now accelerators are very different from venture capital firms traditionally. How did those two get married together?
We started to look into the different segments of this early stage funding, because early stage is actually where the most of the creative process is done, most of the jobs are created, and where the issue of liquidity is the most acute. So we understood that there are two types of players, early stage funds and the accelerators. We both face the same issue, liquidity. Before you have an exit or before you have big return on investment, investors are not very likely to provide you with more liquidity. And therefore, but the accelerators have probably less issue with LP agreements, which could be that thick for the funds. Therefore, we tried to address both, because the end goal is actually increasing the funding to the entrepreneurs, and then we thought that we would provide the platform for both.
Isn't that great? So how did you decide that crypto was a thing that you weren't scared of? You said you were in real early. That's hard to get into crypto early unless you have really strong stomach.
Yes and yes and no. It's very interesting. We discussed once this with Jérôme Vitamy. He's a head of the Luxembourg Private Equity and Venture Capital Association, and he was one of the early backers of NVIDIA, Skype. So quite prominent investor. In his view, blockchain is the third revolution, technological revolution he sees, and he named internet, mobile, and now blockchain. I share his view. Therefore, for us, crypto was not necessarily as a crypto market or as cryptocurrencies. For us, it was more of the technology.
Got it.
We saw cryptocurrencies as just one of the segments. Therefore, we went ahead to the whole blockchain ecosystem, and crypto is just one segment of it.
Are the companies, the portfolio companies, are they largely in blockchain?
From the fund side, not necessarily. No, we have different portfolios in our fund, but when you have a next revolution going on, we decided to really focus on the blockchain, because we do believe that it offers great opportunities, and we want to focus and we want to be a part of the revolution.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all are figuring out where can we plug in and support this. It's so exciting. I totally agree with the gentleman you mentioned. So when you say you want to focus on the blockchain, are you going to shift? Is there a thesis in the fund? But I guess it's not your fund, is it? You're facilitating funds, right? Or do you have a fund?
Yes. The idea came from me running a fund.
Got it.
But now I'm fully shifted to develop VNX. We are located in Luxembourg, and we're trying to be the first regulated DAX, digital asset exchange. We aim to be fully compliant with all the laws, and actually will try to attract very traditional investors such as family offices, hedge funds, so real liquidity, where the real money is to this industry, figuring out that once they have liquidity, once they see how this asset class can be unlocked, they will provide real big money.
No doubt. So when you talk about compliant, how are you viewing this sort of bifurcation between there's U.S. regulatory law and then there's everybody else law? Are you guys equally participating in the U.S. and global, or are you staying EU, or where are you? How's that working?
We, for now, are very focused on EU. Within EU, there are obviously different countries, but Luxembourg is one of the major financial centers, and for sure is the fund center for Europe. You may laugh, but this country of 500,000, in terms of the assets under management of international funds, is competing with the US.
Incredible.
Therefore, we are really focusing. We think we have enough customers and enough pipeline just working through it. But we do know that there's a lot going on in the US. It's just that for now we're focusing on Europe.
Do you foresee, you said for now, do you foresee some sort of move into a US position in the future?
We're exploring it.
Excellent. Exploration is good. So what do you think about the future in terms of this? We're here at a security token conference here in New York. How do you think that's going to shake out this year in terms of some of the guidelines from the SEC and things like that? Have you been following that? Do you have thoughts on that?
SEC not so much, but by speaking to the major guys in the crypto industry, the major crypto exchanges, we understand that everyone is looking at the space. Everyone thinks that this is the next big thing. It's just that we started exploring it in the middle of the last year. So we're probably a little bit ahead than some of the guys are trying to address it now. But no doubt this is the next big thing for the blockchain and crypto.
Great. So where are you guys going to be a year from now, do you think?
A year from now, hopefully we will be regulated. We will be trading. The first funds and the first accelerators will be issuing their digital asset tokens on our exchange, and we will be discussing cooperation with US and Asian competitors, friends, on how to make the digital tokens issued on one platform be compatible with others. So interoperability between different exchanges would be, I think, the thing of the next security.
Yeah, that'll be key.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much for sharing your thoughts and telling us about your company, and we look forward to keeping tabs on you. Come back and tell us how it's going.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Great pleasure. Thank you.